Now if I speak to a girl, I'm flirting and playing, but when you hug that one dude, he was just your friend. Talking about, yeah, me and him used to go to school. You must think I'm a motherfucking fool.
I wanna hit you. I wanna hit you.
This is Dr. J speaking. Welcome to the first session of Women versus Men. You know how I get down. You see me on Facebook. You see my status. You know how I do it. Now, first off, before I introduce my guest, who over here laughing and shit, I want to get some advertisements. Now, if you're having problems in your relationship, this is a good CD to have. Right? It'll help you work it out, decide maybe you want to leave him or anything like that. It'd be a good idea to have this CD. It's a good listen. Jack Daniels, Time of the Month. Tissue. A lot of females gonna be needing this after they get through with it. You might want to cry and take time out because, by all means, get it out your system. Get you some tissue that's nice and absorbent to hold those tears. Bad tissue coming in. Now, we're gonna get the show started, get it underway. Now, first, I want to introduce my first guest. She's a female, you know what I'm saying, because we gotta have a female opinion, you know what I'm saying? So I want to introduce her right now. How you doing, Miami?
I'm good, Dr.
J.
Oh, no, thank you.
That's cool. And now, my second guest of the evening, who's on Facebook as we speak, getting comments, bringing it in. We will be answering those questions today as they come in. Cedric Devil. How you doing, man?
We gonna get it in.
What's up?
You know how we do.
What's up?
You know how we do.
Just to let ladies know, this is an unfair debate because there's two men and one female.
It's pretty much.
Now, we're going to get it started with who's more selfish? The man or the woman? Now, if you ask me personally, I've got to say the woman. Because they want so much stuff their way. You know what I'm saying? They got to have their way all the time. How you feel about that?
Well, there is a sort of truth to both people. I say that females are selfish because you're right. Some females do have to have their way. Why, I don't know.
Females.
Some.
I mean, okay, when you say some, what is the percent?
I could say 60-40.
Alright, go ahead, I'll let you finish.
Anyway, some females like to have their way, but that's because of how they were raised. Some females were raised to the point where they were told, well, if the man can't get it for you, or he has to do this, he has to do that because he's the man. Now, however, there are some men on this earth who believe that everything needs to be about them. And some of them are. The ones with the big egos and all this other crazy crap. So I would have to say it's not a 50-50. I would say, again, it's a 60-40. Females being more, only because of how they were raised.
How do you feel about that, sir?
Yeah. Let me just tell you, first of all, this debate has gotten quite a good number of responses. I'll say that. It's going on 50, and this has been going on for about an hour and a half right now, which leads me to believe that this is a touchy subject for them. So, what I think, as I stated before, was that men are a little bit more selfish because we have to be. Because of the way women that do run the relationship, because of the way that they, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word?
So you saying that women run the relationship?
Yes, I am saying that.
And you say that men are more selfish than women?
That's what I said.
Why do you say that?
Because we have to be. Because of the things we allow women to do. Because they run the relationship. Such as what?
What do we allow women to do?
Anything.
Like?
Example.
Anything and everything. Whatever a woman wants to do, we're with. If a woman wants to go to the store or the grocery shop, we're with it. Why? Because we don't want any static, we don't want no trouble.
And we want to eat.
And we want to eat.
Exactly.
That's the lose-lose situation if we don't go. You know what I mean? That's an example. So if you think about it, man, we have to be. But the interesting thing is that I'm going to bring up right now is what is the difference between being selfish and compromising?
Compromising is what should be done.
Correct.
But it hardly ever gets done because the female refuses to compromise.
Hold on. Stop
Let
it.
me make my point. Just like I said on Facebook about an hour ago, the bathroom. Women do not compromise on the bathroom, nor do they compromise on the bedroom, or what furniture goes in the house, what color the house should be, the inside, not the outside, because the man got to paint that. But the inside of the house, what color should it be? What color should the living room be? Like, why am I a grown man? I'm living with you, you my woman, and my room is pink. I don't wear pink. I don't like pink. Why is my room pink? Because she's selfish. Now, if we had it both ways, okay, she don't want her room blue, and I might want it blue, and she wanted pink, I will compromise with you, and the room could be green. Why does it have to be pink?
Why?
Only because she's selfish.
That's my point right there.
Sorry to say that. Won't no room be pink if I'm there. it ain't going down. I wouldn't care.
I was in the pink room for a little while, but I got out of it. I moved on.
I'm glad you did.
I'm on the bigger and better thing.
Won't no room be pink ever. It won't be pink, peach, none of that shit. Doesn't start with a P.
Now, with that same argument in question, you have a comment on it?
Yes, I have several.
Wiz, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, the whole picking and choosing of the colors and furniture of the house. You're right, it is supposed to be a compromise. However, you can't compromise if you don't comment. Whether it stirs up an argument or not, everybody has their say in what they do or don't want.
I don't agree with that.
And you don't agree with that because
An argument only leads to more arguments. The man does not like to argue. That's a woman's thing. They like to argue. They like to talk on the phone. They like to chat. They always running their mouth about something. You know what I'm saying? They always got something to say about somebody or something. So argument is just up their territory. They love it. It's like, okay, we arguing now. Now I'm mad at him. Now I get to do this. Or now I'm not fixing him nothing to eat. Or now I'm not going to the store to get this for him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm running to the store getting your pads and stuff when it's the heavy days. So where you at when I'm trying to watch the game?
Hey, period. It's a sensitive subject.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother subject. Back to the selfish thing.
Okay. I can see the fact that you say you don't want to argue. But don't you think that maybe if you don't comment, it will stir up an argument for some females?
That could be true, but at the same time, females want it their way.
Really?
Not
And men don't?
Yeah, they do, but men are willing to compromise more than a woman will. What you think about that, sir?
I think I'm trying to find the difference right now between what actually is labeled compromising and what is just us being selfish.
Compromising is when two people come together and make an agreement. See how we arguing already?
I said,
And she wants it to be her way. You see that?
JJ.
A decision.
JJ.
A
Guess
decision.
What? JJ.
A
Guess
decision.
what? You being selfish.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
because
you-
I'm compromising. I'm saying, okay, we can say decision. I want to say agreement. We can go with decision.
But see, you didn't hear what I said. I said in a decision. Pay attention. An agreement in a decision. Thank you.
But back to what we was talking about. And my prime example is that women are more selfish than men. They want more, they expect more. Every time you look up, there's something else they want, and they want it. It doesn't benefit me and you, it just benefits you, and you want it. But let me do something like that. Like for instance, like you was talking about earlier, about the football game. Let me want to watch football, and she doesn't want to watch football. Guess how unimportant that is now? You know what I'm saying? Guess how she gonna say, oh, like you say, can you run to the store? Can you do this? I meant to tell you this while I'm watching the game. Do I do that while you watching America's Next Top Model? No. Do I want to watch that? No. But I watched it because we can watch that.
Okay, JJ, since you want to give examples.
Yeah, that's where I want to go with. I want to give you examples. That's where I want to go with.
Let's say, how did I say this? Okay, my relationship with Raymond. I'll give it that one. He was more spoiled than I was. Honestly, I did everything. I cooked, I cleaned, I did everything. I made sure he was okay. I made sure his grades were good. I made sure this and that. I did everything to make him happy. Everything. I left him alone when he wanted to be alone. I let him watch whatever he wanted to watch. I let him play whatever game he wanted to play. I didn't put no say in whatever was in it. It was all about him. Every now and then we would have a compromise. It's like, well, I know you want to do this, and I know you don't want me to do this. So how about we do this? It's not hard to compromise. Mama compromises with me all the time, and she's a female. She knows I don't like doing dishes, so what does she do? She's like, okay, if you don't like doing dishes, the least you can do is stick them in the dishwasher. Is that not a compromise? Because the dishwasher
don't like
is dishes.
doing dishes.
I've never liked doing dishes. That's just something I don't like to do.
See how the females changing now? You know what I'm saying?
But
like I was just saying how my father didn't do dishes. Now you got females who don't do dishes.
I didn't say I don't do
What kind of world
them.
is that?
No
JJ.
2000 women and shit.
No
2000 women and shit.
don't like to do dishes.
JJ, dishes is not a hobby, okay? If you're doing something you like, that's something you like. I never liked washing dishes, but I did them anyway because it was necessary. There's a lot of things that females do because it is necessary. I bet you some females don't even like cooking, but they do it because it's
And it is
necessary.
something out there, and they don't make no sense to me. I
I
don't
don't know
get
them
it.
either.
How you don't know how to cook? How you are female and you don't know how to cook? This is something when you born you're supposed to know.
This is true. You're not supposed to know.
We gonna sign off because my camera just went out. We not getting nowhere because we got a woman on the panel and she refuses to understand what's going on and all she wants to do is argue. So we gonna sign out. We hope y'all somebody learned something from this because I really don't know what to say. I tell you what. I'm gonna give everybody one of these because y'all need to cry this shit out. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how selfish y'all is, and y'all need to cry this out. And we're gonna see y'all next time. Dr. J signing out. Here you go, man.
Put that on your videotape.
Chris Brown beat Rihanna. Bobby Brown beat on Whitney. Sean Penn, he beat Madonna. David Justice beat Holly Berry. JoJo beat